Thank you for your time tonight. We really appreciate the reporting that you've done on this. Dana, you stay with me for one more second, because I want to talk about Romney as well.
Sure.
All right, so look, we've got to turn our attention now to the presumptive but flawed frontrunner in the GOP, which is Mitt Romney. With Gingrich on the ropes and Huckabee and Trump out already, Romney seems to have a clear road to the nomination. He made a big splash yesterday. Dana was talking about this a little while ago. He made a one-day call-a-thon fundraising event in Las Vegas. And you know how much he got? He raised $10 million. You see that right there? Over $10 million. It's a giant day. And it's a warning sign to the other Republicans that he's the one to beat. Now, whether all that cash will make a difference to social conservatives in Iowa and elsewhere remains to be seen. And he has to win over, of course, Republicans who hate that health care bill that he passed in Massachusetts. But right now, he appears to be the clear and only frontrunner. So for that, more on that, let me bring in David Yepsen. He's the journalist who was the authority on Iowa politics. He's now the director of Paul Simon Public Policy Institute at Southern Illinois University. And of course, we still have Dana with us, and we'll talk to him in a second as well. First question here, David, is look, with all these guys seemingly eliminated, it seems to be Romney against the Lilliputians, doesn't it? Does that mean that he's got a real shot at even winning Iowa, which previously they thought he didn't have a shot at?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I think this race is still wide open, and all of this turmoil that all these campaigns have gone through in their rollout, people getting out of the race, has an unsettling effect on all caucus goers. I've seen this happen in both parties. Somebody gets out, people don't automatically go to another candidate right away. They stay undecided. This is part of the normal process in these early states. The candidates jump in at the last minute, they get out. Secondly, you know, money is the mother's milk of politics, right? And if Mitt Romney has got a good war chest, he can ride out some of these rough patches. I think Newt Gingrich's ability to raise money is pretty good. So, you know, you can have a rough rollout, you can have a bad day in the news cycle, but you can still come back. And let's not forget that Mitt Romney has made a huge investment in Iowa 4 years ago. He did not win, but he did capture a lot of support, and I think that some of that investment can still pay dividends for him. He's starting to spend some time there, so I don't dismiss his chances at all.
You know, Dana, Sarah Palin actually sent out a fundraising letter to 400,000 of her followers today saying 2012 can't come fast enough. So what do we think? Is there a chance now that she's seen this kind of opening? She's thinking, well, maybe it's me versus Mitt. I can grab the social conservatives and make a run at this thing.
I guess so, or she saw that even Donald Trump can get this far in the race. I'd still continue to be very surprised if Palin were to go in that direction. But it's got to be tempting for all kinds of people, because there really is nobody who's got any sort of a lock on this. You've got Romney, as you pointed out, with the money. You've got maybe it's Michelle Bachmann, who's got sort of the Tea Party energy. Certain folks have business backing, establishment backing. Nobody's put it all together in the way certainly that George Bush did, or even in the way McCain ultimately did. But so it is entirely up for grabs. I mean, Romney is the front runner in the polls and in the fundraising. That's largely because nobody sees any alternative out there right now, not because he is so beloved by this electorate.
Yeah, I don't think he's beloved at all by the Republican electorate necessarily, but I mean, right now, as you mentioned, Dana, with the polls and with the money and with everything else going in his direction with almost no competition, it's got to be Romney versus the world. It's got to be at least Romney versus an anti-Romney. And David, that goes to another thing that Dana just mentioned there, which is Michelle Bachmann, right? Now, her senior advisor is apparently telling CBS News, I can now say it is very likely she will decide to run for president. Is there a chance that a Bachmann-like figure, as out there as she appears to be, can actually go in and do some damage in Iowa, maybe even win Iowa?
Oh, I think so. I think that it's open. I think that there are a lot of conservatives looking around for a candidate. And I expect, given all this turmoil, why wouldn't Michelle Bachmann try? Why wouldn't she get in the race? I mean, nobody gets an automatic ticket to the White House. You're going to have ups and downs, and you've got to run. She can run, raise some money, do well in Iowa, maybe not win Iowa, but get one of the 3 tickets out of the state onto New Hampshire and build herself into a national political figure. So I guess at this point, I think if you want to be president, you got to run for president. You got to get in the arena. You get scuffed up some, but I think she'd be. It'd be good for her if she did run, even if she didn't make it this time. She'd certainly be a more viable candidate on into the future. And who knows? She might be a good ticket balancer.
Well, you know, I want to ask both of you guys real quickly what your thoughts are on who's the best candidate for the anti-Romney position, right? And it might be based on, you know, social conservatives who aren't happy with Romney, which person are they going to go to in Iowa, South Carolina, et cetera. But for whatever reason, and David, you're in Iowa, specifically there, who do you think's got the best chance of beating Romney there?
I don't think that's been decided yet. I think that that's still an open question. I mean, Mitch Daniels, the race isn't settled. And so if Mitch Daniels gets in this thing, he could be a real factor in a state like Iowa.
And Dana, what do you think? Who's the best anti-Romney candidate out there among the Republicans? Or the one that has the best chance?
On paper, it's Tim Pawlenty, who has the establishment support, has real social conservative credentials, but he's just yet to catch on fire there. And it is, as David knows better than anybody in the world, the Republican electorate there in the actual caucus goers, the number is so small that it really can be distorted by a candidate that isn't necessarily the one with all the millions.
All right, I'll pull up McLaughlin. Wrong! It's definitely not Pawlenty. I don't think that guy can electrify anyone. But all right, David Yepsen, Dana Milbank, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, now it's a story everyone's talking about. Arnold Schwarzenegger